Pulitzer Prize. It was won that year by Larry McMurtry for Lonesome Dove. Famous Western author Louis L'Amour had over 350 rejections for over 200 stories before selling his first. And finally, British thriller author John Creasy had over 700 rejections before selling his first story. Over a 40-year career, he had published 562 books. In addition to writing crime fiction, he wrote science fiction, westerns, and romances. He also wrote under 28 different pen names, including his wife's name for the romances. He typically completed a rough draft in about 10 days, and then would go through multiple revision cycles. So I'd like to tell you one final retirement story, and it's this. Now, working people often ask what we retired folks do for entertainment. For example, yesterday my wife and I went into town to do some shopping. When we came out of the store, a policeman was running a parking ticket. So I went up to him and I said, "Hey, officer, how about giving a senior citizen a break?" He kept writing that ticket and he put it on the windshield wiper. So I started cussing at him. Then he wrote a ticket for having bald tires and put that under the windshield wiper. Then my wife got in the act and she started swearing at him. That policeman kept writing more tickets and putting them under the windshield wiper, and we kept ringing him for the next 20 minutes until our bus came and we got on it and went home. We try to have a little fun every day now that we're retired. It's important to. So let me tell you about my published books. I have 6 books in the Paul Jacobson Geezer-Lit Mystery Series. Paul Jacobson is in his mid-80s and has short-term memory loss. And although he can't remember the day before, he becomes an amateur sleuth and even has a romance with a young chick in her 70s. The first book is Retirement Homes or Murder, set in Hawaii. The second one, Living with Your Kids is Murder, takes place in Colorado. And this was a finalist for the Lefty Award for Best Humorous Mystery in 2009. Paul then comes out here to Venice Beach, California in Senior Moments or Murder, followed by an Alaskan cruise in Cruising in Your 80s is Murder. And this is a finalist for the Lefty Award for Best Humorous Mystery of 2012. Paul then returns to Hawaii in Care Homes or Murder and Nursing Homes or Murder. I have a standalone theater mystery called Mystery of the Dinner Playhouse. And this was inspired by members of my family who've been in the theater world. I have a historical mystery called Murder on the Switzerland Trail. And this was inspired because I used to live in Colorado, and I had a group of hiking buddies. It was led by a West Highland Terrier, and we would go up on weekends and hike through the mountains above Boulder, Colorado. And over the course of several years, we hiked on all the publicly available sections of what was once the Switzerland Trail of America Railroad, narrow gauge railroad. So this book is set in 1919. I have a paranormal private investigator mystery called the VV Agency that introduces a new type of shapeshifter called a Transvictus. And I have a paranormal Geezer-Lit mystery called The Back Wing. It takes place in a retirement community where there's some very extraordinary residents. And don't believe the myth that vampires don't age. They get older, move into retirement homes, lose their teeth, and gum people on the throat. I have an international thriller called The Tesla Legacy, based upon inventions of eccentric genius Nikola Tesla. And I have a professional organizer mystery called Unstuff Your Stuff that features my first standalone female protagonist, Millicent Hargrove, who is 69 years old, and she must deal with the death of her husband and getting a professional organizing business started. And this was really fun to write, and I got really good feedback from my critique group, female partners, and my wife on how to write and improve my female protagonist. So all those people helped contribute to what I think now is a good, strong lead in that book. I have one nonfiction book. It's called The Best Chicken Thief in All of Europe. And it's the biography of a World War II veteran I met when I lived in Colorado. Ed Gitlin was in the infantry in Europe in World War II, captured by the Germans and liberated by the Russians. And in addition to his stories about his experiences in the war, he had a very quirky sense of humor and some very funny stories, including how he became the best chicken thief in all of Europe. I have two sports mysteries, and the first is called Court Trouble, and it features a sport called platform tennis. I played in Colorado. I was a competitive tennis player as a kid and in college, and then as the court got to be too big and my joints wore out, I played this sport. Now that we have moved back to Southern California, I play another sport called pickleball, which is featured in my most recent book, Paradise Court, which takes place on Maui, and my protagonist makes two discoveries. He discovers a pickleball court, a dead body, and it all goes downhill from there. So if you enjoy mysteries that will keep you guessing and are full of humorous, quirky characters, you'll get a kick out of my books. Now, in a moment, I'll open things up for questions. Anything is fair game about writing, mysteries, whatever is on your mind. Do stop up, help yourself a piece of chocolate, take as many bookmarks and postcards as you want. If you're an email person who would like to be on my email list, just add your name and email address. And my books here are for sale. The print copies run between $15 and $27, but they're all available at $15. And I have regular print and a couple large print editions. Also a couple audio books on CD that normally sell for $29, and those are discounted to $20. So let me wrap up by telling you the secret of the writing process. And this is something I learned after a wonderful Chinese dinner one night when my wife and I went out to eat. Afterwards, I took 2 fortune cookies. I opened up the first and read, "Depart not from the path which fate has assigned you." Then I cracked open the second one and it said, "There's just yet time for you to take a different path." Thank you very much.